Hello and welcome to another video. My name is Boxiest, and today we're going to continue the What If series. What if events had gone differently? And in this What If, we're going to change the history of Cobra Kai. What if the Iron Dragons won the Sekai Taikai during the events of Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 3? So in this timeline, the Sekai Taikai will still resume in the valley. Kreese would still want to change his ways. Kreese would still arrive in the valley, and he would want to talk to Tori. He would apologize for failing her and Quan at the tournament, and he would still want to say his goodbye. Kreese would also want to apologize to Johnny, and those events would stay the same. Eventually, the Sekai Taikai would resume, and Robbie would still fight Axel in the boys semifinals. So Robbie and Axel would still fight, and much like in the original timeline, Robbie would still be able to land some points on Axel. So Sensei Wolf would still want Axel to break Robbie's leg, and those events would carry on. Axel would still break Robbie's leg in this timeline, so Robbie wouldn't be able to continue the fight, and Axel would advance to the finals. Season 6 would continue. Sam would still choose not to fight in this timeline, and Miyato's run in the Sekai Taikai would still end, so Tori would still advance to the finals. Johnny would still be upset that Miyato had given up, and this is when he would still see Kreese, and the interaction between Johnny and Kreese would stay the same. The finals would be about to begin. Since Cobra Kai hadn't chosen a replacement for Quan, Axel would automatically be declared the boys' world champion. However, Gunther would say that Cobra Kai had chosen a replacement. He would announce that Miguel would join Tori on Team Cobra Kai, and that Johnny would be their new sensei. The Iron Dragons would be confused, and the tournament would carry on. Tori and Zara would fight, and Zara would still get the upper hand in the first round, and she would still be ahead by 5 points. Tori would still be distracted, and she wouldn't be focused. Johnny would still tell her that she needed to flip the script, but Tori wouldn't be concentrated, and in this timeline, Robbie wouldn't approach Tori, so Tori wouldn't hear that Robbie loves her, so the fight would resume. Tori would continue fighting, but Tori still wouldn't be fighting properly, and Zara would continue landing points on Tori, and she would still get another 5 points. The third round would be about to begin. Miguel and Johnny would try to motivate Tori, but Tori still wouldn't be focused. The final round would begin. Tori and Zara would face off. Tori would try to land some hits on Zara, but Zara would be able to counter Tori's attacks, and in this timeline, Zara would get a knockdown, so Zara would defeat Tori in this timeline. Zara would still be the girls' Sekai Taikai world champion, and the gap between Cobra Kai and the Iron Dragons would get larger. Johnny would tell Tori that she fought well, but Tori would be too upset, and she would walk off, and Robbie would want to go after her. Robbie would try to cheer her up, but Tori wouldn't want to hear it. Tori would say that she blew away her only chance, and that now she has nothing, but Robbie would say that she still has him, and the Sekai Taikai would continue. Johnny would tell Miguel that he was their last chance. The boys' finals would begin. Axel would fight Miguel. Miguel would be fighting with offense, and he would still get 5 points, so the first round would end, and during the second round, Axel would land some points on Miguel, and he would still get a knockdown. The third round would be about to begin. Sensei Wolf would still tell Axel that Miguel's spine had been broken before, and if targeted correctly, it can be broken again, so he would want Axel to break Miguel's spine. Those events would continue. The final round would begin. Miguel would continue fighting Axel, but in this timeline, Axel would choose not to injure Miguel, so the fight would continue, and he would get more aggressive, and he would use his offense against Miguel. Miguel would try using his defense, but Axel would get through it, and Axel would defeat Miguel. In this timeline, Axel would stay in the Iron Dragons. The Iron Dragons would still win by overall points, and those events would carry on. Even though Cobra Kai didn't win the Sekai Taikai, Johnny would still reopen Cobra Kai to the public. Johnny would continue to run Cobra Kai. Robbie and Tori would still get their career opportunity for Micon branding, and those events would stay the same. Terry Silver would sign over the Iron Dragons dojo to Sensei Wolf. And that is where I'm going to end this what if. Thank you guys for watching. What do you guys think would have happened if the Iron Dragons won the Sekai Taikai during the events of Cobra Kai Season 6? Let me know in the comments below. YouTube lets me know that the majority of you are not subscribed, so if you guys could subscribe, that would be much appreciated. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And I'll see you guys next time.